Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the English class. How are you, my dear students? I hope you are well. I am also well by the grace of Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Alhamdulillah. I thank our Almighty Subhanahu wa Taala because He keeps us well in the pandemic situation. I also thank our honorable headmaster who has arranged such types of virtual class for the betterment of the students of our school. Okay, my dear students, after a long interval, we have an opportunity to meet with each other. Now, my dear students, this is Muhammad Sultan Kabir, Assistant Teacher English, Jinaida Government High School, Jinaida. Now, my dear students, now keep ready and take all your necessaries, your fans, your khatas. Now we can start our class. Okay, today we are going to discuss a very important topic, and that is English second paper. And our topic is today is transformation of sentence. And today we will discuss about affirmative to negative and negative to affirmative vice versa. Okay, fine, my dear students. You know, there is a question in our question paper, and put the question number 5, and here you will get the question which types of question. At first we have at a glance. Now the question will be, read the following text and change the sentences as directed. So before starting to write our answer, we have to have a clear idea about the questions. We should have the clear conception of the question, and the question is here, read the following text and change the sentences as directed. Good. So as directed, that means there is each instruction at the end of each sentences. So according to the direction we have to do the given tasks. Now look at the question types here. Okay, there are 5 questions here, and the first question is, there is no school without a library. The instruction is here affirmative. We must read many books, and instruction is here passive. That means voice sense. We are helped by a school library in this respect. Make it active. Books widen our knowledge, and the instruction is interrogative. And the last one is here, they are the best friends. Okay, my dear students, the instruction is here positive. That means we have to change the degrees. So what idea you have got here? So there are different types of tasks here we have to do in our exam paper. So for this reason, I think we should have a clear idea about sentence and its kinds. Then we will be able to cope with all the problems which we may face in our exam. Fine. So as a student, I think you have an idea about sentences, but now we are going to look at a glance. We recall our ideas here we can share. So you have the idea, or you know the definition of sentences. Yes, my dear students. So think about the definition of sentence. Yes, I think you have. Okay, now look, what is the definition here? Okay, when a group of words make a complete sense, is called a sentence. That means the first target of sentences is to complete your sentence. That means the message which you are going to give another one, that must be clear and complete. Then it would be a sentence. Without completing any sense, that cannot be a sentence. Fine. So yes, now my dear student, look at some example here. Okay, the first one is Bangladesh is a beautiful country. Can you see it? Yes, it's very clear to you. Now, Bangladesh is a beautiful country. So in that sentence, we can get the description of Bangladesh. So what types of Bangladesh country? What types of country is Bangladesh? Yes, Bangladesh is a beautiful country. So in this sentence, by this sentence, uh, the description of Bangladesh is given here. Now look at the second one. How nice the natural scenario of it. That means someone has been astonished seeing the scenario of our country. So by this sentence, what types of expression is expressed here? Have you got? Yes, your emotion. What types of emotion? Maybe this is joy, enjoyment. Okay, nice. Third one is, you want to visit this country? Okay, that means someone has been asked a question. Each he agreed to visit this country. Okay, that is the question. Okay, fine. The fourth one is, let's enjoy the scenery. That means when the person is agreed to visit a country, then there is a proposal here. So let's enjoy the country. Fine. And the last one is, may Bangladesh prosper day by day. By this sentence, we wish our country that our country may prosper day by day. Have you got a clear idea? This, I think. So if you think about the five sentences and what types of meaning are expressed here, so by this, I think you have got an idea, or you can recall your ideas about sentences. Okay, my dear student, thank you very much. I think you have got the ideas which you have learned in your previous classes. That means in class 6 and class 5. Fine. So now we'll have the idea to what types of sentences according to meaning. Yeah. Can you guess? Yes. No. And you know there are five kinds of sentence. Yes. The first one is what? Assertive sentence. Have you any idea about assertive sentence, my dear student? Yeah. What is assertive sentence? Hey, can you say? Yes. I think you have the idea of assertive sentence. Yes, here assertive sentence, the word assertive derives from the word assert. Assert means describe or confess or agree and sometimes denies. That means by which sentence we describes or give any statement about a things or a person, that is assertive sentence. And the next one is interrogative sentence, right? So what is interrogative sentence? Have you any idea? Yes, you have. Okay, do you have an idea? I can share with you. So the word interrogative, these words come from the word interrogate. So what is the meaning of interrogate? To ask something, to know, for knowing something, to inquire something, we ask someone. So by the sentence interrogate someone or ask something about someone or some person, that is called interrogative sentence. In a word, we can say the sentence which asks something is called interrogative sentence, right? And the third one is imperative sentence. Fine. So what is the definition of imperative sentence? Can you guess? Right. Okay. So which sentence express or denotes any command, any order, any request, forbid, proposal, yes, suggestion, etc. So this is imperative sentence. Fine. And next one, what? Correct. Optative sentence. Fine. So what is optative sentence? So optative sentence is, yes, such types of sentence by which we wish or pray. Yes, right. So optative sentence is a sentence by which we can wish or express something. Right. And the last one is exclamatory sentence. Right, fine. So what is exclamatory sentence? So the sentence express a sudden feelings of emotion, joy, yes, and sorrow are called exclamatory sentence. Right. So my dear students, I think you have got a clear idea about the 5 sentences. I repeat it. Assertive sentence, which sentence asserts something maybe in positive way or negative way. This is assertive sentence. Interrogative sentence, which sentence asks something, that is interrogative sentence, that is a question sentence actually. Imperative sentence, the sentence which express any command, order, request, forbid, proposal, suggestion, etc. Optative sentence, which sentence express the wish or pray, is called optative sentence. Exclamatory sentence, the sentence which express any sudden feelings of emotion, of joy and joy. Right, my dear students, thank you. And if you want, you can write down the name of the sentences. Okay. Now, my dear students, there are some examples here. Now look at the sentences here. Okay, only he can do the work. Only he can do the work. So here we are describing or we are giving a statement about a person, and here we confess or we agree that he can do the work. Second one, he is an honest man. So we are giving a statement about a person that he is an honest man. Third one, every mother loves her child. So here also we also agree or confess the good qualities of every mother. And last one, yeah. So here the 4 sentences expresses something one. Can you guess what types of sentences? So as all these sentences are asserting something, that's why these all these are assertive sentences, no doubt. Thank you. So what types of sentences all these can be? Yes. Okay. What types of sentences? Okay, right. Affirmative sentence. So all the 4 sentences are called assertive sentences. Now look another examples of some sentences. None but he can do the work. He is not a dishonest man. There is no mother but loves her child. Fine. We cannot but die. So look at, there is something new here. Can you guess? Only he can do the work. None but he can do the work. So here there is a word. Can you guess? None. And second one, he is not a dishonest man. Not. There is no mother but loves her child. Here no. And we cannot but die. So here cannot. So all these sentences have some special characteristics, have some special word, so and have some special meaning. I think which are just opposite of these four sentences. So what sentences can it be? Dear student, correct. These are negative sentences, right? So, my dear students, so we can classify our assertive sentences into two categories, and one is affirmative and another is negative sentences. Now, my question is to you, my dear students. What is affirmative sentence? So, the answer is here. The definition of affirmative sentence. Okay, please note down this. The sentence or statement affirms, asserts, confirms something is called affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentence. Okay. So now look at the negative sentence. What is negative sentence? The sentence denies or disagrees or contradicts something is called negative sentences. So thus just opposite of these two sentences. So one sentence affirms or asserts or confirms, that means agrees something. That means all these are the positive sides, and negative sentence denies, that is just opposite of affirms. Disagrees, this is the opposite of agrees, and contradicts, the opposite of confirms. So these are the two opposite sentences. So I think you have an idea about affirmative sentence. I repeat it. The sentence which express the positive things of a person or things. That means by which sentence we affirms or asserts or confirms something is called affirmative sentence, and by which sentence we denies or disagrees or contradicts something, that is negative sentence. Fine. So my dear student, here there are some example, and you keenly observe all the sentences here. The first one is only the brave deserve the fair. I have only a fan, each only 10. I have only 5 boots. The old man was alone alive. Look at the sentences. Very clear. So here there is some italic word, that is only, and alone. Okay, and look at the only, the brave deserve the fair. Okay, my dear students, sometimes I will say in Bengali for your clarification. So here only the brave deserve the fair. In Bengali শুধুমাত্র সাহসীরাই সৌন্দর্যের অধিকারী, that they can enjoy the fair. So these word only, this refers the brave, or this word qualifies the word brave. So the brave is the person, and second one, I have only pen, আমার শুধুমাত্র একটি কলম আছে. So these only refers a pen. So what is a pen? It is a thing. So here first one refers the person, the second one refers the thing, and third one only 10. So this only qualifies the number or numeric 10. And fourth one is the same. The old man was alone alive. Here alone refers the person. So how can we change all these affirmative sentence into negative? Okay, fine. So there is some rules here. So by following the rules, we can change all these sentences into negative very easily. Okay, dear kids, you of course write down all the rules in your exercise. Okay, the first one is follow. If only or alone refers or qualifies a person, none but will be placed instead of only at the very beginning of a sentence. অর্থাৎ যদি কোনো সেন্টেন্সে অনলি থাকে এবং সে অনলি দ্বারা যদি কোনো ব্যক্তিকে নির্দেশ করে, তাহলে আমরা অনলি এর পরিবর্তে ওই সেন্টেন্সের শুরুতেই নান বাট লিখব। এছাড়া ওই সেন্টেন্সের আর কোনো পরিবর্তন হবে না। তোমরা কি বুঝতে পেরেছো? আমি আবার বলছি, if only or alone refers or qualifies a person, then we can use none but at the very beginning of the sentence instead of only. তাহলে আমরা ওই সেন্টেন্সের শুরুতেই none but লিখব, কার পরিবর্তে? only এর পরিবর্তে, and the rest of the sentence will remain unchanged, এবং ওই সেন্টেন্সের বাদবাকি অংশ কোনো পরিবর্তন হবে না। Fine. The second thing is, look, if only or alone refers or qualifies a thing, যখন only কোনো বস্তুকে বোঝাবে, বস্তুকে নির্দেশ করবে, then we must use nothing but. What? Nothing but. Good. Where? The place of only or alone. অর্থাৎ যে জায়গাটায় only বা alone থাকবে সেই জায়গায় আমরা nothing but লিখব। কখন? যখন only দ্বারা কোনো বস্তুকে বোঝাবে তখন। আরো সহজ করে আমরা বলতে পারি, যখন only কোনো বস্তুবাচক শব্দের আগে যদি বসে থাকে, তাহলে ওই onlyর জায়গাটায় আমরা nothing but লিখব। এছাড়া অবশিষ্ট সেন্টেন্সের আর কোনো পরিবর্তন হবে না। কি বোঝা গেছে সবাই? ফাইন। তারপর আমি আবার বলছি, if only or alone refers or qualifies a thing, nothing but will be inserted at the place of only or alone, and rest of the sentence will remain unchanged. Okay, fine. Third one here. Okay, my dear student, if only refers or qualifies a number, you know number, what is number? That is numeric word. 1, 2, 3, 4, all these are number, or all these are the numeric word. So if only refers this number, then we can use not more than or not less than. Anyone can be used here, not both. You can use not more than or not less than the place of only. অর্থাৎ যে জায়গায় only থাকবে এবং only যদি কোনো সংখ্যাকে বোঝায়, আরো সহজভাবে আমরা বলতে পারি, only যদি সংখ্যাবাচক শব্দের আগে থাকে, তাহলে আমরা ওই only এর জায়গায় not more than অথবা not less than লিখব, and rest of the sentence will remain unchanged. তার মানে ওই সেন্টেন্সে আর কোথাও কোনো পরিবর্তন হবে। I think you have understood all the three rules here written. Okay, now do the work here. You can change all the sentences that we have, and you're given only 2 minutes. Have you done? Yes, I think you have done. All of you are very good student, and now look and match your answer with me. The first one is none but the brave deserve the fair. Here we use none but because these only refers only the person, the brave. That's why we at the very beginning of the sentence we must use none but, and rest of the sentence will be not changed. Okay, fine. And the second one, I have only a pen. Negative is I have nothing but a pen. So these only refers a thing. That's why we use nothing but at the place of only. Fine. And third one, he is only 10. Here he is not more than 10 or he is not less than 10, because this only refers the number 10. Okay, the third one is I have not more or less than 5 books. I think you have got the point. The old man was alone alive. So the negative is here none but the old man was alive. So here we use none but because only here alone refers the word the old man, and this is a person. That's so we can use none but at the very beginning of the sentence, and rest of the sentence will remain unchanged. Have you got it clear? I think it would be more clear to you if you practice it at home. So my dear students, now look, there are another types of sentence here. Every mother loves her child. Every rose has thorn. So think about these two sentences. I think here there is some spatial characteristics, some spatiality here, which are quite different from the previous examples. Have you got it? Yes, I think there is a red mark word here, every, and after every there is a word mother, and this is noun, and here rose, this is also noun. And what is the subject of these two sentences? Every mother and every rose. Fine. So this is the speciality of these two sentences. Okay, mind it. When any affirmative sentences are such types of, that means when the subject of an affirmative sentence is formed with every plus noun. What? Yeah, when any affirmative sentence's subject is formed with every plus noun, then we can sense these sentences into negative following these rules. What are the rules? Okay, listen to me very carefully and write down the rule. Rule 2. Okay, here, my dear students. If the subject is every plus noun, then verbs plus extension. So we can change this sentence into negative following the rules. We can use there is no will be inserted for every. That means where the every, then we can write down there is no, and then the noun, and then we can use but. Okay, please. Here you can sense these sentences in different ways. If you use but, then the rest of the sentence will be unsensed. And you also use who and who. If the noun is person, then we can use who, and if the noun is a thing, then we can use that or which. And if we use who or that or which, then we must use not with the auxiliary verb. And if there is no auxiliaries in this sentence, then we can use don't, do not, does not, and did not. Then verb plus extension will remain unchanged. Okay. So now, following this structure, you can sense these two sentences into negative. Try your level best. Okay. Now look. So every mother loves her child. There is no mother but loves her child. This is very easy. So here we use there is no at the place of every, and then the noun. Noun is mother. We use here mother, and after noun we use but, and the rest of the sentence will remain unsensed. Loves her child. Okay, another we can sense it. What is the way? Of course, every where there is the every we can use there is no, then the noun mother, and as the mother is a person, we can use here who. And if as there is no auxiliaries here, so following the verbs or tense, we use does not, because the verb is formed with s or is. So we must use does not, and then the base form of the verb and rest of the sentence are fine. This sentence can also be sensed into another way, and that is here we can also use no at the place of every, and not every sentences you can use no. Dear students, I will discuss it in detail in our next class. So you just look, and if any affirmative sentences have any words which has an opposite word, then we can change the affirmative sentence into negative in a different way. So like this, you can use no where there is every, and here in the sentence there is a word loves, and this word has an opposite word. This is hates. So no mother hates her child. So fine. And the second one, every rose has thorn. So there is no rose but has thorn. There is no rose without thorn is another way, and there is no rose that has not thorn. So that is the actor. Okay, my dear students, we have learned two types of rules, and I just remind you about these two rules. If any affirmative sentence has only, then we have to think about the only refers a person or a thing or a number. If only refers a person, then we must use none but at the very beginning of the sentences, and rest of the sentence will remain unchanged. And if refers a thing, then we must use nothing but at the place of only. And if only refers a number, we must use not more than or not less than at the place of only. Fine. And if there is any alone, so if alone refers a person, then we must use none but at the very beginning of the sentence instead of alone, and rest of the sentence will remain unchanged. And another rules we have learned, and if any affirmative sentence's subject is every plus noun, then we must change the affirmative sentence into negative by following the rules. What is the rules? We can use there is no at the place of every, then we use the noun, and then we use but and the rest of the sentence. So this is the easiest way to change such types of sentence into negative one. Okay, and there is also another rules, and in our next class we will discuss in details about this. Okay, now my dear students, this is time to back home, and so I'm going to give you homework. So, and you must copy all the sentences they are given. There are 10 sentences here, and these are only Allah can help us. Negative. Every man wishes to be happy. Negative. Only the moon was visible. Negative. There is nobody but believes in his honesty. Affirmative. None but the true patriots or the real heroes. Affirmative. There is no mother who does not love her child. Affirmative. A child likes nothing but sweets. Affirmative. Kamal is not more than 22. Affirmative. We get light only from the sun. Negative. Lives alone in the house. Negative. My dear kids, I hope you will remain safe, and you must follow the rules of health and hygiene. You must follow the advice of your parents, as we are passing through a very dynamic situation, COVID-19. So you use your time properly, You must read your books, you must study regularly, you must say your prayer in times, because without any help from our Almighty Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, we can't do anything. So this is the time to rectify ourselves. So be serious, and I hope Allah will save us. You will pray for me and everyone, my dear student. Stay home, stay safe. No more today. Thank you.